Welcome. Now we are going to talk about how to make shading devices and how to create a staircase in a building. First, we are going to talk about how to create shading devices. For that, we will create a generic building of 20 meter by 20 meter, and then we will add shading devices in the windows. So 20 meter by 20 meter. So the building is here. Now to add shading devices, there are two ways we can add shading devices. One is we can add an external component as a block, or also we can use a default setting where you can use the opening tab here to generate shading devices. First, we'll use the component thing. First, there is the add new block. If we add new block, now we can see that it's a building block, and also it should be extruded, and the height we can put it like 0.5 meter, and it should be it can be rectangular because we're just going to create a overhang. To make the shading devices, first let's select the new block, add new block, and it has to be a building block, and then extruded, and the height you can make it 0.125 meter, and it can be rectangular. So first, if we want to make a shading device on the west side of the building, and it is actually same surface as the roof, because it will be perpendicular to the surface of west side. So first we have to put the cursor on the roof, and then press shift, and then just we'll make a 0.5 1 meter overhang. Now as you can see, it is created already with the height of 0.13. Now if we just click the component, and we can now put it on any height we want. So first we can create the height we need. Let's say that we want to put it just above the window, so it's almost like a 2.35 meter high. We make a construction line there for reference, then we can select the component, and here we have an option called move the selected object, and if we just click it, then we can select the edge of the component and put it on there. So now we have a overhang on the west elevation, and we can see that here's the elevation. Now we can get rid of the construction line, just going edit, remove all construction line, and that's it. So if we go to the visualization, we can see that we have the overhang there. You can also create shading devices like without creating each one of them, or like that. To put the overhangs in the windows, or put blinds or any type of shading devices on the windows. We can do it also another way, by going in opening, and in there you can see there are options called shading, and if you click the building block and click local shading, and now you can go for different types of shading like louver 0.5 to 1.5 projection louvers, also 0.5 to 2 overhang. If you just put let's say you can put 1.5 overhang, double click it and it will be loaded there. If we go to the visualization, now you can see that we have the overhangs in there. If we just select it and go to edit, and if we change this, we can also change louvers, blinds in there. So let's first go for 0.5 projection louvers, and we can see in layout all the surfaces have projection louvers. In case of the west side, we kept the west side differently to show that you can put different types of shading devices in different walls. For example, here we can select this window, and if we go to the opening side, add shading, and we can change that to, let's say, overhang. So now we have overhangs on the west side, whereas on the other ones we have different type of blind projection louvers. So if we go and select the overhangs, 1 meter overhangs, now if we go back and go to layout, we will see that we have two different types of shading devices in different surfaces. Now if we visualize, we can see it better. We can do that manually also. If you have very custom sized windows and you need some custom size shading devices, then you can build it by component, as we have seen previously. Thank you.